All right, we're live. Say hello, everyone.
What's up?
Hi.
What's going on? I get my blue light glasses.
Hello, Eddie.
Hey, Brandon Walker. How are you?
I'm average. How are you?
We're going to be starting Creed 2 soon, folks. It's on Hulu or Amazon Prime Video. We'll wait on Kirk here for a second.
I'm watching it on Amazon Prime because I feel like that shows off more money than Hulu does.
Oh, come on. Everyone's got a Prime account now.
I feel like that shows off a little more payola. Hi, KenJac.
If you have a Hulu, what's up, Brandon and Eddie? If you have a Hulu Prime account with no ads, then you're a high roller, I think.
I know.
Kirk, hello. We are live.
Sorry. You got me?
No, don't apologize.
Hey, Kirk.
What's up, boys?
What's going on, Kirk?
Not too much.
Creed 2, it's on Amazon Prime or Hulu. But I do want to address the first thing. Eddie, you have a bone to pick with me?
Jeff, I came on your podcast. We ranked the top 5 worst sports movies, and this was number 5 for me. This movie sucks.
This is that's a ridiculous ranking. There's no way this is a top 5 worst sports movie.
It's not good.
It is. It's perfectly acceptable.
Kirk, do you like it?
I do like it. Yes.
Do you?
Who said it's one of the 5 worst movies? Who said that?
I don't like it. It was my number 5.
Eddie did.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the first one. For like what you expect for a movie sequel, this delivers. Totally delivers.
It's not as good as Creed.
No.
It's the Rocky formula, and you can't mess that up.
Yeah, I am pleased this won, or however it won the contest. I am pleased. I
think we cheated.
So I'll give everyone a chance to load in and get the movie up. Or just start it at 0. We're gonna pull a timer up throughout so you know how to sync it. Kirk and I talked about it. Kirk said he liked Creed 2. I was like, all right, it's a bit of a check mark for Creed 2. KenJac and I like it. I fucking whiffed on Eddie. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's all right.
I have a little bit of slack with Eddie.
Maybe I'll like it better the second time around. It's okay.
And then Brandon thought Miracle was winning, and Brandon's like, we can't do Miracle. We're just there. The discussion on Miracle is just not going to be as good. Creed 2 won.
I think Miracle is technically a good movie. I just think Miracle's a little more boring than the others, and the others would spark more discussion.
Correct.
We might be biased. We did the director of Creed. I don't know if we ever mentioned this to Eddie when we first did our ranking.
We did interview the director. He's a really good guy.
Good dude. Yeah, we interviewed the director of Creed 2 before the movie came out. Great guy too. He told us a bunch about the movie that we wouldn't have thought about. Very interesting man.
All right, 2-hour movie. Kirk, I know. Everyone replying is saying you're not going to make it through.
This is what I mean. We're nearing the end. We're nearing bedtime for me. I'm being honest.
All right, we're fucking
it up big time here. Big time.
It's okay. Hey, if anyone's got a dip. But let's get it ready to go. Pull up the movie, Amazon Prime or Hulu. We're gonna talk with you in the chat. We're gonna talk fucking sport. We'll talk whatever. Who gives a shit? I'm gonna count down to 3. Everyone press plates. Actually, let me pull up the timer. I can't fuck that up. People yell at me. It's the only thing I get yelled at on this thing for. So here we go. Gonna do the timer. All right, I'm gonna count down from 3. 3, 2, 1, play. The fuck are the subtitles on Hulu?
Oh shit!
You got an ad.
You got an ad?
You got an ad?
See,
are you watching it on Hulu?
Yeah.
That's why. You should watch it on Prime.
No, I watched it on Prime. Sorry. What time do you go to bed, Kirk?
I got my ad out of the way.
What's that?
What time do you go to bed?
I like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm good. I'm up early to do the show, but I'm good.
What time do you guys do the show?
We tape it like around 8-ish.
Gotcha.
Damn, that's early.
That's fine.
What EI show is at 6, right?
6 o'clock, yeah.
Oh, that's night and day. I mean, that's
total complete difference. It's insane.
How the fuck does this movie even start? Oh, right. Forgot
You
about
guys hear that?
Yeah, is that upstairs?
Yeah, that's my kids running above my basement. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay.
All right, so Eddie.
Yeah.
When we dive in, what do you not like about this?
So if I remember correctly, I remember a lot. Number one, I don't like. It's one of those things where I don't think the girlfriend they made like a huge deal out of the story, and I don't think it really served a purpose if I remember correctly. But I don't remember it that much. I just remember walking out and being like, I didn't like it. You know.
See how you feel in a second watch.
Yeah, we'll see.
Something about Dolph Lundgren, man. He's just comfort food. I love him in anything.
Oh, I think the training scene's not that good either, which is very important to me.
Oh,
No, you're wrong. That's
once they get to the training scene, once they get to the desert, I think from then on it's a fantastic movie.
Really?
Yes, I love it.
You want to know the reality of it is anything that Stallone's in or Lundgren's in this movie is great. You're right. The stuff with the girlfriend, the wife is tough.
That's what really turned me off. But I mean, this is good. I mean, this is some nice exterior settings here.
Well, I thought the girlfriend part of the first movie was the worst part of the movie too, but it was still pretty good.
No, it's true. So I mean, do you really care about the Adrian scenes in the original? Not really.
No, it follows the Rocky theme. I mean, when they're in the ring, it's phenomenal, and you just kind of suffer through the rest.
Well, then, all right. If you think this training scene's good, what's your top training scene of all the Rockies?
I'd go 3 right after he gets the eye of the tiger back. Adrian gives him the speech. I'd go 4. I'd go Creed 2. I would maybe Creed after that. The Rocky 1 training sequences are not great.
So I would go. The 2 tops are Rocky 4 in the snow, and then Creed, the original Creed, when he's running down the street with the 4-wheelers behind him. I think that's
pretty good. That is pretty good.
Yeah, he's fucking yells in the streets of Philly. That is it is cool.
And the one thing they got right with Creed, the original Creed, was the mix of the old soundtrack with the horns and the rap music, and they just nailed it in that scene too.
So, Kirk, you said you don't like the original Philly, the Gonna Fly Now training scenes?
Oh no, I like them. It's just when you watch them now, it's super dated. But I mean, I like them. But I mean, I like the glossed up Rocky 3, Rocky 4. Rocky 4 in Russia training stuff is phenomenal.
The original
Especially
Rocky,
the cut back and forth in Rocky 4 of like Drago training with all the steroids and the high tech equipment and Rocky in the snow. It's so sick.
And I'll stand by. Lundgren gives a legitimately, I swear to God, great performance in this movie. Guys have won Oscars for less than what Lundgren does in this movie.
I 100% agree with that.
Fucking Mark Rylance in Bridge of Spies is not as good as Dolph Lundgren is in Creed 2. He's just not.
Rylance won for Bridge of Spies over Stallone for supporting actor for that year too. Yeah,
one of the great outrages.
That was like.
You ever seen Leaving Las Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you think that movie was good?
Do I? Yes, I think it's a pretty good movie. I'm like, is there a parallel to Creed 2 for leaving? Is there a side plot where Dolph Lundgren drinks himself to death in this film?
No, because you brought up people have won Oscars for less. I just watched that for the first time last week. I thought Cage was awesome, but the story was kind of weird to me.
Yeah. He is good in it though.
I think the weakest part of this movie is the introduction of the promoter, Buddy. I think that's a very poorly written and acted role.
Yeah, who is that guy?
I don't know. He just like shows up, and we're supposed to know who he is, and there's no real backstory to him.
We've actually interviewed him before. My God, I can't forgetting his name.
Yeah, it's a tough look. I was going to let you fall on the sword and not remember the name on that one.
Shoot. I can't remember the name, but we've interviewed him before. He was awesome. He was in Fences, which he was really good in. But yeah, I agree. In this role, he doesn't get a ton of
because you could find a way to get Dolph just to get the fight to happen on his own.
Russell Hornsby? Is that it? Yeah. Right?
Yes,
Russell Hornsby?
Russell Hornsby. Yeah.
Hey, Kirk.
Yeah.
I'm still the podcast idea is still floating in the mind. I just haven't had a day off to put something together for you.
If we didn't have kids, we'd probably have 10 of them done by now.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that your throwback pod idea?
Yeah, 80s pod.
Yeah.
That would be a good listen.
This is a great way for Rocky to enter the movie right here. Rocky's just like not in the movie yet, and all of a sudden you see him from behind, and he just kind of slowly enters the movie.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I'm just going to think about fucking Stallone not winning that Oscar. It was such a tease.
It was one of the great, I would argue that Rocky Balboa is the most iconic character in American film history. Comes back, plays the guy great in Creed, great. And they freaking just give it to Mark Rylance, a totally forgettable performance. I will never understand that. He won the Golden Globe. I think he won the SAG.
Yeah,
he won almost every, and then just like again, it was like because at the Globe he went up with the Rocky music, and you're like, oh fuck! Mm-hmm. All these years later, Stallone's gonna have to go up on stage at the Oscars with the Rocky theme playing, and then it was fucking Bridge of Spies.
It's hard to describe how great it was to see Stallone great in the movie, like because you thought Creed when you first heard about it, like, this isn't going to work. I mean,
No,
the
exactly.
Gordon's good, but this could be a total disaster.
I thought the idea was shitty, and I did not see it in the theaters because I thought, no, they don't fucking do this. And then when I finally saw it, I was like, this might be the best movie in the entire series.
Well, because you think about like Rocky sequels, or you thought about the Rocky Balboa one, and the image from that movie that always sticks out to me is the trailer for that movie when they did like the fake. I don't even remember who it was he was fighting, but it was like the video game Rocky. Like they did like a video game simulation. That fucking movie just stunk.
It was Mason the Lion Dixon.
Mason the Lion Dixon, yeah.
Who played him? What boxer played him?
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking Max Kellerman.
Yeah.
Remember when he was a rapper?
No.
Was he?
You never saw that video of him doing rap in the 90s? Oh, it's incredible.
Much
Oh, you gotta look it up. It's amazing. He had a
I will
shaved
be
head, and
looking
he
it
was
up
like,
as we get off of this.
he was like a very like he thought he was gonna be a legit rapper. It's amazing.
Okay, so I'm following the girlfriend closely. So now her hearing's hurting. Okay.
Right? Wood Harris, by the way. Wood Harris is a sports movie Hall of Famer.
I tweeted the link out, by the way, folks. If you want to push it out there.
Thought I already did.
Well, and let me know if we need the time. Just put in the chat. People need the time to do that. No, I know. Just a reminder, just so people can throw the time.
It looks like I have like a plunging neckline. I am wearing a V-neck, just in case anyone's wondering. I'm not purposely showing any skin. This is not one of
The
those
deep V.
thirst traps. And the other guy's Duke's son, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I did forget when I saw this the second time that when he said, like, give me my keys, I forgot that he lost his keys in the first movie, and I was deeply confused for the entire movie.
Well,
so I rewatched it again.
They kind of low-key did this fight because, he gets beat up by this guy in the training session in the first movie, and this is introduced with no aplomb whatsoever, no curtain call, nothing, and he just wants his keys. By the way, I'm watching The Wire for the first time during quarantine, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So if you haven't watched it, please. But Michael B. Jordan's character in the first season is phenomenal. And
Wallace?
Yeah, and his death was bothersome to me.
Major rip.
Yeah.
That's how I was telling Brandon a story before he came on here. A quick little movie story. I got a text from Marty the other night. Keep in mind, it's what is it? April 9th.
Yeah.
He said, "Have you seen 1917?" I was like, yeah. And he's been watching a lot of movies recently, and he goes, "Dude, I think the first 10 minutes of this movie, it's all one shot." I was like, Marty.
Marty,
your mind will be fucking blown by the end of this one.
But I hope you treated him like a child that figured something out, though.
No, I mean,
wow, Marty, I think you might be right.
World War I, there was two of them. I had no idea. That's crazy. He thought Pearl Harbor was Hiroshima. I was the one that broke that news to him.
So Eddie, I do think scenes like this are the one are what probably soured you on the movie. So
yeah,
they're in the hotel room, but again, once Dolph Lundgren appears, everything that Dolph Lundgren and Stallone are in here, I think Kirk said it, are nearly perfect.
Yeah, I'm fine with any scene with Stallone. I'm with you. Like he's about to propose to her here. That scene sucks. I hate to say it. The kid, if you haven't watched this later on, there's a thing going on when they have a kid. I have to admit, I don't give a shit about that. But they feel like they have to do stuff like this. I don't. I'm not sure why, but they do it.
Yeah, because I don't hate again, we're talking about the movie later on, but I don't hate the fact that the baby's deaf too. I guess I know that creates his motivation, but you're right. It does take a little while to get there because I love this movie.
Well, I think at the end when they're kind of reconciling themselves, Rocky and him, against their past and their families, I think it comes together for a nice package.
I mean, but it's not enough. Like the guy's dad killed his dad.
I would call that motivation. Yeah, that seems reasonable. And by the way, Rocky historically takes so much shit for not throwing in the towel, right? That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Drago the ref tries to break it up. Drago pushes the ref away and keeps beating the shit out of it. Rocky could have thrown 50 fucking towels at Drago. Was not going to stop.
Also, the ref could have stopped it whenever he wanted.
Yeah, Rocky's beating himself up over this.
These movies have the most incompetent and most powerless refs in the history of boxing.
It's true.
You could probably cut this down. The practice for proposal.
Yes, this scene is not the greatest.
Beautiful hotel room, though.
Very nice.
Couple points for Eddie off the top. It's okay. I mean, because keep in mind, my reaction on Twitter was because White Sox Dave is the one who reacted. He said, you tweeted about watching this with us, and he's like, wow, what did you do to have to get put through this? I was like, what the fuck is that? It's like Dave.
For me, it was more an anti-miracle. I have nothing left to say about the 1980 Olympic hockey team. I have nothing to add.
I agree. I just couldn't imagine sitting through Miracle again. Like, I've watched it. It's good, but I don't know what I would add to that conversation that hasn't already been said 1,000 times.
Right.
Major League 2, I thought, had a chance to win, and that in its badness would have been entertaining.
That's true.
Yeah, I was rooting for it just a touch. We could do Major League 2 at some point. Fucking be here for a while.
Well, this thing really does drag, doesn't it?
Has that ever happened in the history of proposals? The fucking door shut like that?
I was thinking the history of proposals it possibly has. I don't know how many proposals happen in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Mine happened while I was sitting on the toilet.
I said he just won the heavyweight. He just won the heavyweight title. You think he'd have the fucking? He'd just be ready to go. Be on that adrenaline rush. I don't know when the last time I watched fucking Major League 2 was. That's for sure. I know, Brandon, you and I do have the same favorite sports movie.
Major League.
Yeah,
I go back and forth on Major League and Hoosiers.
Kirk, what's your favorite sports movie?
I would say either Hoosiers or Slapshot.
Oh, Slapshot's so good.
Fucking classics. Eddie, what's Eddie? I don't even know if I know yours.
Listen to the fucking song.
Favorite sports movie? I really like Cinderella Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ultimate TV cart movie, Cinderella Man. I think I watched that in school at least 200 times.
I don't think I ever got a sports movie in school.
I mean, there are some marriages that don't last as long as this proposal.
This is 5 minutes.
I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know what.
I think y'all are pranking me. I don't remember it lasting this long.
This is like what I remember. That's what I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I'm
should be really sore and shit.
I'm confident we hit a certain point, Eddie. We're gonna change your mind.
Yeah, no, it's a better movie than you're giving it credit for, and it's a good movie.
That was a 6-minute scene, though.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was. We're pushing. It's gonna be 6 by the end of this.
This is Vegas too, right? At this point.
No, I was in New York, right?
Oh, was it Atlantic City?
I thought I saw the what do you call it? Eiffel Tower thing in the back.
Oh,
Out the window anyway.
I thought the fight was at MSG.
Stratosphere?
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, that looks like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yep. Is that from
Featuring
a movie
the
or is
NBA.
that somebody enjoying music?
I think it's on somebody's TV.
I don't think it's
No, we're
mine.
good.
No, we're good.
This guy is a gigantic fucking
I was
person.
going to say, this guy that they picked to play his son is just a phenomenal looking boxer.
Humongous.
Which, like, you really can't find a more perfect Drago's son.
Mm-hmm.
I never really did much research into the movie. Is the actor, is he also European? Is he I don't know.
His name is Florian Mutinow, I believe. He's a professional fighter. I know that much. I don't know if he's Russian or not. I think he's Eastern European.
Yeah, professional heavyweight boxer and a model.
Yeah, I knew the guy, the last boss on the first movie was a pro fighter. I didn't know this guy was a pro fighter.
Mm-hmm.
6'4", Romanian. What a
How big
fucking
is
beast.
Michael B. Jordan? He's not 6'4".
I think he's 6 foot.
Really?
Definitely
That-
outweighed by this guy by quite a bit.
And is a giant for Hollywood standards too.
Mm-hmm.
Who's a really short guy, Jeff?
In Hollywood,
Yeah, Cruise.
Cruise is very short.
Yeah, Stallone's pretty short.
Yes.
Stallone,
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
Stallone's, I'm sure, wearing lifts or something here. He's kind of famous for that.
Toby Jones. Who's that we met? Shoot. We've met a couple where we were like kind of staggered by how short they were.
Tom Hardy is 5'9". That's always surprising to me because Tom Hardy is, I think, Bane, because you think of Bane, how big Bane was.
Dave Portnoy's 5'8.5".
Vern Troyer was pretty short, as I recall.
Yeah, this is a fact.
Big rip. Yeah.
I think he may have been.
R.I.P.
We talked about this on a recent stream, but that one picture of him with the Subway sandwich and then the one of him with the turkey, just let's laugh out loud every time. I can't help it.
I think PFT's 5'1".
Yeah, Max.
Correct. Yeah. I like this though. See, this is a good sentiment. This is the sentimental shit that I like.
Well, I mean, a camera could just follow Rocky Balboa around anywhere, and it's going to be interesting.
No doubt.
I don't really know the answer to this. How many characters have appeared in movies? What now? 35 years apart?
Well, what are we getting? We're getting Top Gun 2 that's about to come out.
I may guess you would
Right.
say Hamill did and Ford did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Star Wars
Fisher, Hamill,
actors.
Ford. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fisher.
Yeah.
But how far apart was Rocky Balboa from the one before that?
Rocky Balboa was 06.
So Rocky debuted
I
in
was
75,
90,
right?
I think. What's that?
Rocky 75, I think so, yeah.
Rocky's 75?
Yeah,
And Star Wars was 77?
correct.
Yes, that would be longer. Yeah.
What was Jaws?
I think that was 75 as well. Or maybe.
I forget. I think it was the year after, maybe? No?
I think so.
Are we getting a Jaws sequel?
I don't know.
Another
I was
one?
born in 94, so I don't know. Even this look that this Drago's son gives, just every look he gives is like just a bad motherfucker look. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Imagine being like one of the tourists running up the fucking Rocky steps in Philly this day when Drago's just up there. What a trip that must have been.
He's just the most Russian-looking motherfucker.
It's good that Lundgren looks a little beat up, too. You know, he looks like he's had some tough years.
He looks like Drago really fell in some hard times.
Yeah, he did not work out for a while. His wife left him. Not good.
So I
He
wish
looks like
someone
he was
would have
forced to
chirped him
star
there.
in a... Yeah. He looks like he was forced to star in Universal Soldier 9, which he was.
Eddie, what were you saying?
I wish someone would have chirped him there. You know what I mean? Like someone there's got to be
Oh,
a big enough fan to be like, "Oh, you're the fucking guy he beat in Russia."
It's been 30 years, Eddie.
People don't forget, Brandon. We're still talking about the hockey team, like Kirk said.
I don't know anyone on that Russian team, though.
I love when Rocky sees him right here. He just walks up. Oh, it's you.
This is sweet.
Yeah, it's funny. Both movies kind of kick off, really get going once, Creed Jr. shows up at this restaurant, the first one,
Yep.
and when Drago shows up here.
they need that restaurant scene.
Look how pissed off this guy is.
Oh my God. Generic white polo.
Looks like a tennis coach.
Yes, he does. He looks, yeah.
What do you think? Like Linda Cohn gets paid for that to do that?
I don't know. Yeah, like the
It's a great question.
Why the fuck are you here, Drago?
See, man, I've watched this scene probably 500 times.
Yeah.
I know Adam Schefter always tweets out the the check he gets for being in the longest yard.
Right.
Gets like a few bucks, like $1.80 or something.
Yeah, but what's the initial payout?
For him back then, well, Berman I think was in that longest yard. I haven't watched it in so long.
Yeah.
Rocky took forever to sit down.
Now I just want to know how much fucking Linda Cohn gets. Linda Cohn, Rocky 2.
It seems unlikely to me that Creed Jr.'s never heard of Drago's kid, though. That just seems very. Seems a little.
Yeah. That's one kind of hole in the movie that he's toiling away in obscurity. I just don't know how that guy would be in obscurity.
Yeah, I mean, he's knocking people out. He's knocking people out, like almost killing them.
I mean,
somebody,
on some website, somebody had written some story about Drago's kid in 2000.
Mhm.
What is this? 18, 17, 18? What year?
yeah,
is it?
18, 17. But still, it's like
18.
Yeah,
any like relevant sports thing goes viral. You think
huge.
this 6'4" guy killing people in the ring?
I would have thought his manager would have found out before the press conference. Like, hey, Drago's son's in town.
Right.
Kind of a big deal.
What kind of deal you think Dan Patrick has with Sandler and Happy Madison?
Oh, a lucrative one.
Yeah.
Like a lifetime contract.
Gotta be, right?
Because how many has he been in? He was the cop that pulls him over in Longest Yard, right?
In Longest Yard, yeah.
He was in Grown Ups.
He's in like all the more recent Sandler movies.
Isn't someone from Barstool and Grown Ups? Did I make that up?
Probably.
I think you're right. I think Grown Ups 2 for some reason. I don't remember.
Someone starred in Grown Ups too.
Mantis.
Not all hints,
Grown
you
Ups too.
Yes.
Yes.
Mantis,
Sup,
man.
Adam?
Congrats on your anniversary, by the way, Brandon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kirk, did you guys watch Bicentennial Man?
We did a live Bicentennial Man because our producer Steve Robinson told us it was a great movie. I did a show on YouTube. Just took a bunch of questions about movies, and Steve's producing it. And I was talking about all these old movies that I like, and Steve's like, "You know what's a great movie? Bicentennial Man." We got everyone together and watched it. It's the worst. Like maybe we should be watching that. It's amazingly bad. I was stunned at how bad it was.
Now, what is Bicentennial Man? That one escapes my memory.
The Robin Williams one, right?
That's right. When he was a robot kind of deal?
Yeah, he's a robot, but he becomes a man, and it's like also incredibly fucked up. Robin Williams had this really weird streak where he just did these bizarre schmaltzy, like the Patch Adams, Bicentennial Man kind of What Dreams May Come run. Very strange.
And like Steve stuck to his guns and said it was a good movie.
Oh yeah. He never broke.
I respect that.
Oh, absolutely. But it's amazingly bad.
Cost $100 million to make, made $87 million.
Ooh.
Steve blamed that in the Columbine shooting. He said,
Wait, Steve had an answer.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it was a reach, but he went with it.
I love Steve diving into the financials of the movie and coming up with an alibi.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, right.
Celine Dion did the theme song. I didn't realize that.
Oh, was that true?
Wow. So that's where a shitload of the budget. That's the whole fucking budget.
And Robin Williams,
Maybe that's what he's doing this.
he's like 300 years old, and he winds up like having sex with the great granddaughter of his original owner. But it's the same actress who plays the original. It's so strange.
The robot had sex?
When he becomes a man, he gets man parts. Oliver Platt becomes. It's.
What year did it come out?
I remember when I got man parts.
99.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a day.
Sam Neill was in that? Damn.
Sam Neill's in it. Yeah.
I love Sam Neill. That's another comfort food guy. I love him in everything.
Yeah, I just watched Jurassic Park with my kids for their first time.
What do you think?
A week or so ago. It's okay, the daughter in it. Those facial expressions are fucking horrible.
I think it's a lot
The kid-
scarier for kids than I thought back then.
Yeah,
So the guy kid from that, like the boy, ended up being like a bigger actor than I remembered. He was in The Pacific. He was in the most recent Bohemian Rhapsody movie. He was the drummer,
Oh,
I
really?
believe.
Huh.
Yeah.
Timmy?
Yeah.
This fucking shot from Bicentennial Man kills me, where he's like fucking dancing.
yeah.
What the fuck?
I want to watch this now. What is it on Netflix?
I think I watched it on Amazon. I think I watched it on an HBO Go. I think has it now. It's on HBO right now.
Bicentennial Man. It's a great movie.
You got to watch it. I mean, yeah, we're going to start watching, every couple of weeks, watch a terrible movie, I think. Because Steve's got,
See what else Steve likes. That could be your new list.
We had a call. Somebody called. We're taking calls now just because after an hour or so, there's fucking nothing left to talk about. And somebody called and said, "Who do you think is the best actor?" I think they said Nicholson or De Niro. And Steve said, "You know who's better actor than both of those guys? Is The Rock." And he was dead serious.
Oh God.
So is it a shtick for Steve, or
no? God,
I think Steve believes The Rock is pretty much it.
He believes it. I mean, because he does. He thinks San Andreas is like better than The Godfather.
Jesus.
I would love to see a Steve and a White Sox Dave, like
Just
just
a
a movie
brain off?
discussion. Just a movie discussion. It would be like not even give him like one name or one movie and just see where it takes because I think it would be incredible.
Well, White Sox Dave thinks he's like the most sophisticated fucking guy in the world. Like he thought the Joker was like, he's like, I don't watch shitty movies, and the Joker was shitty. Like he's absurd.
Can I say I hate this singing aspect too? God, I hate this.
She has her singing moment late. They have another singing moment later on in the movie, which is kind of cool when he enters the ring, right? Like I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
That's not bad, but like you
didn't need, you didn't need this.
And this promoter is just feels like a schmaltzy. He's like he's from another movie.
He's like a less cartoonish version of that terrible Don King ripoff in Rocky V.
I forgot about that.
You know what's a very
Duke?
Yes, correct.
A very underrated boxing movie is The Great White Hype when Samuel L. Jackson is a boxing promoter.
Peter Berg, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that Denzel one? Hurricane.
The Hurricane.
Was the Hurricane? Yeah. Oh, I like that one.
All right, my eyes may have been open to the beginning of this movie. It is slow.
We're not going to shit on Creed 2.
No, we're not going to. I love this movie because when it gets good,
I recommended it, but I'm telling you, it fucking drags till that first fight. There's no doubt. But even then, you get locked into the kid. I don't know. Maybe I fucked up.
No, you fucked up. I agree with you.
Put Miracle on. Let's go. Start it up. I'm ready.
Would you take Bicentennial Man's best scenes over Creed 2's worst scenes?
I mean,
what's Bicentennial Man's best scenes?
Comedic value versus or seriously?
No, just comedic value.
Oh, yes. I mean, Bicentennial Man is one of the 3 best comedies ever made. It's not a comedy.
What else does this guy say, Steve?
My producer?
Steve on?
I mean, it's just endless. What I don't get is why is there any debate as to whether or not you should fight him? Obviously, you should fight him. Why is this a big deal?
I also don't understand why Rocky won't help him because he's helped him the whole time. I don't understand why this. I mean, I don't know.
But I will say it does like Creed make a good point. Like I helped you through fucking cancer. Like I was there for you. Like so it's one fight.
And also, like, Apollo was retired. He was old. Drago's young. This guy's in his prime. He's the heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's a no-brainer. But Rocky can also be – I love Rocky, but he can also be a little whiny sometimes. A lot of woe is me in Rocky.
I guess that's what makes the character, right? When he just fucking always finds a way to pull through.
True.
Yeah, it was like the exact opposite of that in the ring. Like he'll never give up. He's never down on himself. He always fights. Outside the ring, he can be absolutely that.
I'm not sure many people could pull that hat off besides Stallone either.
He still looks so goddamn cool in that leather jacket and hat.
He looks good.
Even with all the plastic surgery, it still looks fucking awesome.
How old is he?
He's in his early 70s
now.
Yeah, right now.
72, 73 probably now?
Huh.
Sylvester.
Walker, why do you use that kind of brush?
I don't know.
Like the circle one. I'm thrown off here.
Because it's got hard, prickly black things that make my hair stick up. I like them.
All right.
Since we're in quarantine, I can't get my hair cut every 6 weeks like I always do. My hair is long, and it always falls down. And when it falls down, it looks terrible. So that's why I brush it often.
All right.
Frank Stallone should have sung the theme song.
I'll give you another one. Steve claims that for a while the Top Gun was his favorite movie.
Yeah.
He's seen it 100 times, and he could not tell you Tom Cruise's character's name in the film. Not talking about Pete Mitchell. He couldn't tell you Maverick.
Jesus, man.
This is what we're dealing with.
This sounds like this. I could see a dog walk here coming up. Eddie's fascinated.
I need to talk to Steve. This guy's preposterous.
Call him whenever you want. You're right, though. I mean, Creed is 100% right in this. There's not even an argument here.
No, come on. Let's go fight. Quit being a bitch, Rocky. That's what you got to say. You just won't do it.
But I will, you know what? And I feel like you guys probably agree. I like that with this movie at least, though, where it's like, all right, this time Creed, like, he knows his shit. It's not Creed getting pulled off the mat to, like, be the fighter. But I guess he does eventually. Gets living shit beat out of him.
Wouldn't Rocky be financially much better off? He'd have some merchandise deal, right? I mean, he would not be still in this fucking place.
Oh, I would think that the fight with Mason the Lion Dixon alone that he had 10 years ago would prop him up for a while.
10 million easy for that.
Yeah. And hell, he's also the trainer of the heavyweight champion of the world right now.
Exactly.
Was he working for free?
It's got to be a pretty good
that restaurant's his passion project. It's devastating financially. He's losing millions every year.
Yeah.
No one's ever. The only two people who've been in it have been Driver and Kid.
Hello, you're
Only a
third
backdrop for
customer ever.
conversations.
And then in that first movie, he was hauling a ton of fucking food in there.
That's true. Rocky was never a good businessman, as we learned in Rocky 2. Not a shrewd business guy.
Yes.
There sure are a lot of people doubting the heavyweight champion of the world in this movie.
And she is not a lot of laughs. They're not having a real good time. Which I
No, she is not the most bubbly character anyway.
No, it's a lot of Adrian in there. You know, Adrian was always a fucking wet blanket.
I think that is the central message of the Rocky movies, all of them. Women are just terrible.
Right. Right.
Women are the fucking worst.
Man, I miss sports.
I miss sports as well. Who said that?
That'll be me, Brandon. I'm a sports guy. I don't know if you know that I work for Barstool Sports.
Brandon, you're hanging in there, though, and I really commend you.
For the movie or for the sports?
For sports.
No, I'm going fucking crazy.
Try to give it some credit.
Yeah, it's a first day for me with the Masters. It's hurting today.
That sucked. Someone tweeted that like a Georgia clip, like Georgia is empty today or some shit. Right. That was a bummer.
A November Masters followed by a second April Masters will
pretty
be
good.
Sweet. If we
pretty
can pull it off.
Yeah. But I mean, are we sure that's going to happen? No.
No, but at least I like the idea. They've got the idea out there.
We can cancel it. Yeah.
Kirk, how often did you guys talk sports at the end of DEI there?
More than I wanted to, and not as much as management wanted to. I would say. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, if stuff was like we would have done, if I was still there, we would be doing a shitload of Brady the last month for sure.
Just figured it out. This movie went way too long with no Felicia Rashad in it. She is incredible in these two movies.
She is really good.
Would have been unbelievable if they had cast Bill Cosby as like his stepdad. I mean, would that have been the gutsiest casting of all time? Just rolls in.
Like Creed has to go visit him in prison.
Yeah. Skyping him.
She doesn't look any older than she did in like 1997.
Oh, she looks phenomenal.
They got divorced, right? Ahmad Rashad and her?
Yeah. Yeah. She is one of my favorite people in Hollywood ever. I was a huge Claire Huxtable guy. I love every time I see her.
Wait, why'd they get divorced?
Well, things change. Things change.
I forgot you're a huge Cosby Show guy.
Huge Cosby Show. And if it wasn't for the raping, we would have got one of those new,
reboots, for sure.
We'd have a Cosby Show series by now. I'd know if Rudy and Kenny got married. In my mind, they did.
You're a big Cosby Show guy?
Huge Cosby Show fan.
So for you, the real tragedy is that there was not a reboot of the series of the whole.
Correct. That's what the match we all lost.
Right. Sure.
That's the headline here.
They could still reboot it, no?
They're rebooting Doogie Howser. Why not reboot Cosby Show?
Why don't Neil Patrick Harris raped 70 women? I think that might be one of the factors.
I got it right here. I've been watching it all day.
Oh, you've been watching Cosby today?
Cosby Show all day?
On DVD?
Oh my god!
Have you really?
I love the Cosby Show.
And they gave fucking Roseanne's crew another shot.
That's true.
Yeah, but they were already getting a shot before when she got popped.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Is Goodman still on that show?
Yeah, but he doesn't look like Goodman anymore. It's very sad.
He's too weird. He's like Dick Cheney. He doesn't look good skinny. Like there's certain guys that
yeah,
correct.
I feel like every movie and TV show, you need the nobody understands a pregnancy test trope at least once. Is it really that confusing?
Nobody in Hollywood knows what a pregnancy test looks like. They just look at them like they're written in Russian.
Is it really that confusing?
By the third one, I knew exactly how to look at them.
Practice makes perfect.
Actually, when you're married, you know the answer when she tells you to go buy one. You already know the answer.
All right, 40 minutes in.
I was waiting. I was like, stop talking for a second.
Totally fair criticism. I thought the first fight was like 20, 25 minutes in. I got to,
Brandon Walker?
Yeah, what up?
Eddie's like running a courtroom here.
Oh, wait. Okay. So you're just like, you're saying you're witness? You're saying that your story is being proven correct right now?
Yeah, Kirk's seeing it.
I mean, we don't have volume up right now. That's why it's dragging a little bit. And listen, the girl's pregnant. And now Claire Huxtable's back in the scene. It's fine. There's a beautiful pie right there. I don't know what kind of pie it is, but I'm sure it's delicious. What an oddly appointed kitchen that is, though.
A little strange.
She should have invested Rocky's money for him. She's kept all of Apollo's money, like, very safe, apparently.
It was Apollo. Apollo was that rich, huh?
I guess so, right?
I guess.
That is weird that Rocky no longer has money, but she's still 30 years later living off Apollo's money in this mansion.
Well, Rocky,
living off his money very well.
Well, Rocky signed over power of attorney to his fucking brother-in-law Paulie, which is not a good move.
Yeah,
it was a dummy.
So Brandon, when you watch the Cosby Show, do you watch the opening credits and when he's dancing around and stuff, or no?
No, I usually skip the opening credits. I don't watch it often. It's a show that I grew up with. I loved it, and I had a single mom, and she was always at work, so I would always watch the Cosby Show 5:30 before she got home, and it's just something I grew up with, and I can't shake it. And I don't let my kids watch it, but I watch it. It's definitely a moral decision you have to make every time. I'm like, oh, I'm not comfortable with this, but it is so funny.
Hey, man, I still watch K-Pax all the time. Nothing's going to stop me.
You think so? Like, are you one of those guys, like, you don't, like, play Ignition anymore, Brandon Walker?
Well, I never played it before, Eddie. I don't really get a lot of mileage out of the remix to Ignition. No, it's just, if it wasn't something that was ingrained in me since childhood, I wouldn't watch it, but I do.
All right, her, I can get him now on to fight Drago's kid. I do understand that, I guess.
Fucking fight somebody.
You're right, man. Everyone's giving him a lot of shit. I mean, Jesus.
Can you just point around at all the stuff around there? Like, this is how I got all this shit. I got to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, another scene with his fucking wife.
She doesn't go away.
It is better in the first movie because, they're getting to know each other and building a relationship. But now it's just.
Yeah, they fuck on Rocky's couch while he's sleeping.
I like the first one.
I thought they fucked on the floor. I gotta Google where Creed fucked.
He does have a cool ass car.
You blocking somebody over there, Jeff?
What?
You blocking people?
I put someone in timeout. I said do questions, and they told me to mute my mic. So that's what you get.
I like that. Fuck them.
Just timeout. I don't block on here. You can be mean to me. We have to, Kirk. People are saying how you would run circles around us for movie trivia, which is true. But we have to get you in for trivia at some point.
Sure, whenever you want.
Absolutely. Granted, we don't have that fucking radio show right now, but
Right.
Oh, there's a good trivia question. What is the name of the first guy Rocky fights in the first movie? I know it.
Spider Rico.
Yep.
There's a chat here?
yeah, you can pull.
Right. It says
Oh,
private
fuck.
chat. Just switch on live comments, and you can see what people are saying.
Oh,
What a
There's actually
monster.
if you look it up on YouTube, Brandon, there's actually a deleted scene for Creed, I think, when Balboa speaks at Spider's funeral. The Spider winds up working at his restaurant.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's not bad.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I went under.
That's it. Yeah, once they lost Spider, they were fucked.
Yvonne Barksdale, great actor.
Well, if you go back, how long has it been since we last saw the Drago guys now? Has it been was it 20 minutes in between seeing them? That's a mistake. That is bad.
Too long, yeah.
I'll talk about Steve here. Can you text Steve something, Kirk?
What do you want?
I don't know, something that's going to generate something ridiculous. His favorite Rocky movie? What would he say? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Kirk, tell Steve that Eddie wants him to be ridiculous.
No, don't say that.
Wait, is this true? Is this a true fact? You're the Best Around was written for Rocky 3 from Karate Kid?
Oh, is that true?
Is that true?
I did not know that.
No way.
Where did you see it?
Yeah, someone put it in the chat. I don't know. It sounds believable enough.
I thought instead of "Eye of the Tiger," they were originally going to use "We Are the Champions." I thought, or a Queen song. I know that.
But that would have worked too.
Steve is in for a K-Pax watch party. He said he likes that movie.
Oh my god!
Remember he eats the banana with the skin on?
Which is a perfect Steve Terrible movie. That makes all the sense in the world.
I like the not the speed bag scene, but when he hit the guy with the mitts. Because we talked to the director about it, and he said they just saw the guy on Instagram and hired him, which is crazy.
This is where the tide turns, Eddie. This is where
Yeah,
Now
we're
we're
going to get going.
this is a fucking cool scene. I love the HBO thing they do with it here.
All right, anybody who's watching, start the movie 48 minutes in. Big fucking turning of the tides at 48.
I'll take the hit for it, Eddie. I didn't remember it taking this long. This is on me. I mean, believe me. Trust me. I tell you, I want this movie to be shorter. Believe me.
I'm still against you, Eddie. I'm still holding strong.
It's all right, Kirk.
By the way, I went and bought this heavy bag back here just for this watch along. So
Is that a heavy bag though?
yeah, it's an Everlast heavy bag.
I tried to throw Alpha Dog in there at the last second.
So we did have a list of 80s movies because I did send it to Kirk. Brandon, you never texted me back about it. So I just said, fuck it. We're just going to go with Creed. Everyone seemed to be okay with Creed.
Yeah, because I told you I wanted to do Coming to America, and you said it's not on streaming. So I said, fuck it then.
It isn't, which that does suck.
Coming to America, a breezy 80 minutes.
We need more of those
'cause
movies.
one of the ones I had on there was Red Dawn because Kirk, we talked fucking the Red Dawn reboot.
Oh,
for a couple
the
years back.
reboot.
The original is one of the, especially now. Red Dawn is even more. We're all friggin' Wolverines now together in this thing.
That
Ask-
fucking reboot. So
Ask
embarrassing.
Steve who his favorite
Eddie, I'll
Baldwin
just
is
give you.
and
Can
why.
I just give you
Just give me his number.
You want to fill in for me tomorrow? Is that you want? To
I'm just so fascinated. I mean, from him saying the Bicentennial is a great movie. The fuck, I'm fascinated. I'm sorry.
He was legitimately getting emotional watching it with us the other night. And people are calling, they're laughing at him, and he's
Emotional.
Do you guys take calls every day, Kirk?
we have the last couple of weeks, Brandon. We just started doing it just because after like an hour and a half, we're like, all right, well, I can't talk about friggin' coronavirus anymore.
How often do calls on your show lead to tears from Steve or Blind Mike?
Not that. Well, Mike can get emotional. You know, the people kind of hate Mike right now. They're taking Dave's lead, but not so much. And most of them just think he sucks, which is not, incorrect.
Rocky's a dick for not being there. I just want to say that.
Yet another empty restaurant. There's a prize fight happening. His restaurant's not open.
There's a prize fight involving the guy he trained.
Yes, the guy he trained in his their hometown hero
against
of Philly,
Ivan Drago's son. I think he should get a half decent house for that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's open bar. Christ, Rocky.
Of course,
you're right. What a promotion for that fucking restaurant that night.
Of course, you get that one shitty TV in there. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Fucking Rocky Balboa. He's fighting Ivan Drago's son. Oh God, he's such an idiot, Rocky. Bad businessman.
All right, now I don't know if I'm getting fun facts.
No, that one's fake. That one's fake. I know what you're about to read. That
Jim Lampley is Stephen Che's great uncle.
That's confirmed. I can confirm that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this is just a shit kicking.
Yeah, this I think the Creed and Creed 2 movies both nail the boxers' entrances too.
Mm-hmm.
But Hail Mary was awesome, and then he doesn't come out the Hail Mary. That pissed me off too.
Yeah, no, Hail Mary was incredible, and the British rap song that the other fighter comes out to in the first movie is incredible too.
Mm-hmm.
What's his face? The Black Panther director, Ryan
Coogler.
Right, Coogler
did produce this, right? He directed the first one, but he was still.
Yep.
Was it Capel directed this? Is that right?
Yeah, Stephen Capel Jr. His first ever feature-length movie. Coogler's producing fucking Space Jam too now. Good luck.
They just started working on Creed 3, right?
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
That's a mistake. This one ends really well.
It's a good bookend on it, yeah.
I mean, what's he gonna fight? Like freaking Mr. T's kid or something?
Well, it definitely ends Rocky's arc pretty well. I don't know if they can bring Rocky back in a very meaningful way.
I mean, what would your interest level be in a Creed movie without Rocky Balboa?
That's a very good question, but
that's straight to video. I mean, no chance.
And the only way you can bring him back with any impact is to bring him back and then kill him. And then that'd be the end of the Rocky story.
Apparently, Clubber Lang was supposed to be a part of the desert shit, right?
I remember reading that.
I mean, I think he's nuts, right?
Mr. T?
Yeah.
Mr. T? Yeah.
And he had some cancer. I feel like he's had some cancer.
Yeah, a while ago, right? Yeah.
KenJac, did you see Onward?
Who?
Onward?
Oh yeah, me and Jeff both saw it. I think we didn't go to a screener for that. I was trying to remember what the last screener we went to was.
Eddie, what are your thoughts on Sopranos? Chat wants to know.
I love it. It's it's the funniest. That's the thing about Sopranos is people if they say they don't like it or whatnot because it's slow or because it was made in the 1999, the dialogue makes up for all of it. It's so fucking funny.
Interior Decorator line is one of the best HBO lines ever.
Oh, tremendous.
Someone tweeted out the other day, they said, what's the HBO show you automatically associate when you hear that HBO static intro? And for me, it's Sopranos. I immediately think Sopranos when you think of that intro.
Yeah, that then right into the start of the music, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brandon's taking either a piss or a shit. We'll see. Steve
tweeted at me that we might have to fight if I keep talking shit about Bicentennial Man.
I mean, it's an important piece of film. You don't want to.
That would be the ultimate rough and rowdy fight. Is if you had to fight over Bicentennial Man.
It's a good point by Brandon. What is Rocky not doing? Just even being there, what help is he doing? But with this passive aggressive shit.
Mm-hmm. being a baby.
Like, I get the initial pushback, right? Like, whatever. But eventually just do it. Right? It's pretty simple.
You work for the guy, basically.
Sorry, I gotta watch my empty bar. Too busy.
Do you think Rocky's place is doing takeout right now during coronavirus, or Rocky's just fucking shut the place?
Almost definitely not. I don't think he's got that kind of acumen to
He's just outside.
read the room.
Man.
One of the few restaurants not affected by coronavirus.
Which of his
change.
employees? You know, he had to have an employee spend like 15 minutes buying this on pay-per-view for him because he couldn't figure it out.
Also, remember, he ain't that far away either, because this is only in Brooklyn.
That's true. Yeah, he's right there.
They could have had a change of heart and just made it up there in an hour and a half.
Yeah. Smitty said on Twitch, Smitty is going to do movie stream. He's going to come on, I think, when we do one with RA, maybe someone else.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
That was mean.
I know. I just don't like Smitty.
I know.
He's a massive dude.
He's a big guy.
So if Rocky was there right now, he would immediately be stopping the fight.
Oh yeah, the towel's thrown.
Now, this fact I believe. Barclays Center charges $16 for a beer. Totally believable.
Yeah,
I went to a Nets game, and I'm
10
pretty sure that's close to accurate.
They film this before an actual fight, or is this all?
Ooh.
It's a good
I don't
question.
know.
Well, that's not good.
Oof.
Oh,
That is a great crunch. I mean, they really lay that in there.
It's also possible that Little Duke here is the worst boxing trainer in the history of the world.
yes.
I feel like
Probably
this
the
fight
worst.
didn't get much build-up either.
Like media-wise?
Well, they had to show you the proposal in the first 40 minutes, Eddie. Come on.
Well, they have the HBO 24/7 special following around.
Mm.
I just love Rocky movies and their choreography, these big wind-up punches.
Yeah, with no blocking of the face.
What's Drago's the big Drago's polo shirt repertoire here? It's pretty gigantic.
Looks good. Dolph Lundgren, for a guy who's not actually Russian, is immediately the first guy I think of when I think of a Russian person.
It is true.
Is he not right? What is he?
He's Swedish, I believe.
Swedish, right? I think.
Mhm.
I like to break everybody down and judge them based on their race or where they come from country-wise.
Great thing to say.
Yeah.
Shout out in the chat to Kirk 5K 2020. The fact was true. You're the Best Around was originally written for Rocky 3.
Wow.
It's incredible.
I kind of wish that was the case. I kind of wish that had happened.
That could have been a Frank Stallone song very easily. Very easily.
We should watch the Italian Stallion next on live stream. The Sylvester Stallone porno that he made.
Is that real?
Oh, it's very real.
Really?
Before he was in Rocky, made a porno.
Rock, you could throw the towel in if you were fucking there, man.
Hey, I know your fiance's dad died in this exact same scenario, but there's nothing I can do. I could throw in this towel, but I won't.
Go get him, buddy. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Rocky, if you were there, you could literally make them stop the fight.
So when this is over, does Rocky just turn TV off and then just go to sleep or something? Just going home and just
Wow.
chill out?
It's legitimately even worse. Like,
Right.
he actually turns the TV off before he knows if he's dead or not. He's like, fuck it. And like he goes, I think he goes, but I'm like, don't you want to wait and see what happens? Like,
Guess I'll just wait for Creed's grandson to come around, train him too.
Just-
It's like a Lieutenant Dan, just like a history of people dying in the ring.
I am fascinated by the Minifans just going to war with each other in the comments. That's all I want to watch.
There's been there's been wars upon wars. The quarantine has given the Minifans to the point of finally we've reached civil war. Well, I'll have about 4 listeners left in 3 weeks because they're all going to fucking kill each other because somebody fought with somebody on Discord over what somebody said about their kid, and somebody's mad because I said something about them on the show. I can't handle it. I'm going to wind up back in the fucking mental institution within a week.
You're and in the chat, Kirk's barber, not a fan of me. This guy's.
Oh, is that right?
He's taking it out on me. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine keeping up with all this, Kirk. I know my 3 fans don't ever do this shit.
Well, that's it. It's a good move, Brandon.
The walkie-talkies.
Is that what they are?
Oh, that's a cool name, actually. I like that.
Why, they warn right now? I'm not even paying attention. They warn right now in the chats, or?
Well, they're just a couple of them are going back and forth.
They're good though. No, this is a good chat. I like this.
All right. Okay.
I love it. I fucking love them.
Toss some more. I do like some more questions. We like putting questions up there, but I like.
Sure. Yeah. Fire away. See what I mean, Brady? Just turned off the TV. I'm like, what are you doing? He's just staring at a blank TV.
The guy has a ruptured kidney from a prize fight. That doesn't sound pleasant at all.
I'll read in the papers tomorrow.
Go by the USA Today and see if they got anything else.
Yeah, you know he gets the paper delivered the next morning. By the way, there's also a scene they were going to shoot. I think they may even shot it, but it's on the movie where Stallone and Lundgren fight in this hospital, like down in the lobby.
Really?
I'd love to watch that.
Which
There's
really-
What was
These
that
two
movie
Creed
where
movies spend a lot of time in the hospital.
it's true, but they made the wise move to cut out that scene so they could have Creed and his fiance talk for the 7th time in the first 36 minutes.
what was that movie where I think it's De Niro and Stallone fight
Oh,
grudge match?
yeah. Kim Basinger, grudge match.
Yeah, grudge match. Oh man,
That was rough. That was bad.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
How easy do you think it would be for you to defeat John Cena?
I don't know if I could defeat John Cena.
You're bigger than he is.
I'm not bigger. He's bigger than me. Can you go upstairs, bud? About an hour. You can come back down. We'll play a video game.
man, that was a really tough reality to break to him.
What?
That you're not bigger than John Cena.
Yeah, no, we talk about John Cena a lot. That's pretty much 90% of our conversations.
Do you think you could beat up John Cena? Oh man,
What was a WrestleMania grade, Brandon, overall?
I give it a solid C. They did the best they could in that in that setting. I thought the 2 wild matches with the Undertaker in the graveyard and then Cena, the cinematic matches were very good, memorable. But ultimately, I probably won't ever watch it again.
Yeah, my son loves it, so we watched both nights. First night good, second night, not so good.
First night was surprisingly good, and it gave me a lot of hope going into night 2, and night 2 just kind of dragged on and on. But watching the Cena match back, it was better than I thought it was live.
Where's that rank as far as watching shit with your kids? Like, is wrestling like a
That's fun.
good thing, right?
Fun. I mean,
Very high.
But I mean, there are matches that are just so like that the match with the last man standing was like an hour and a half. I was like, it has to end. Make this end.
The best thing to watch for kids are the Raws where you got entrances and different cuts, very, very quick. The pay-per-views are harder to watch.
And Gronk was rough.
Oh, see, I didn't see it. Was it bad?
It was bad. He's just not. He doesn't understand that there actually is odd as it is. There's actually some nuance to it, and he doesn't get that.
He's dialed up all the way past where you need to be.
Ooh.
Which he is always like a dialed up guy. Like he was playing cornhole in our office.
Oh,
and
no, he was dialed up then.
I don't think there were cameras on it. Like it was just.
Brandon, if you could go back in time and watch WrestleMania with your kid, any one of them for the first time, what would it be?
3. WrestleMania 3 with Hogan and Andre.
Yep.
What's that?
I was gonna say no. That was an awesome fight. I remember watching that on YouTube.
Yeah, that was the first one that I ever watched live. WrestleMania 3. I was 8 years old.
I'm trying to think of some other ones that are like standout ones.
Well, The Rock and Austin was a great Mania.
Kirk, what's
Shawn
this
Michaels, Undertaker.
about funerals?
Eddie's back on Steve again.
What do you got, Eddie?
What's the Steve thing about funerals? People are saying here.
Steve, he's obsessed with funerals. He likes to go to funerals.
What?
Yeah.
He probably
Well,
fucking
the
hates
wedding crashers
coronavirus.
Yeah. He's sort of the funeral. Like he'll pop in a random funeral and just give his regards and move on.
No, he won't.
Thing. I mean,
Once his
Like
broadcast
the wedding crash
Kirk
guy.
give his Steve's phone number to Eddie. This is good.
Give Steve's phone number to everybody. Yeah, every listener already has it. He's tweeted out mistakenly like 6 times. People just call him relentlessly.
Jesus.
This guy's incredible.
See, this is right where we're supposed to be, I think, when he walks out of there.
I mean, he's fucked up.
He is fucking and I think like the swimming scenes, they do a good
was
job
working his
making it look
ass
like
off
he's
when
really
his dad
hurt.
died.
But Eddie, get ready for more of it because this is more like the kid gets born, he's all down. It's going to take a while before the training. Hang in.
Yeah, I'm aware. This is what I remember.
Well, you said top 5 worst though. That's crazy.
Not top 5 worst, Eddie. Come on.
All right, it's not like, of course, like there's like a fucking 7th spinoff of Air Bud was worse. Okay, but like for this movie should have been better. That's my point.
All right, what do you think the
Imagine-
worst sports movie is that some people think is good?
I'll be honest, Brandon. I'm pretty I'm an easy grader. Like I give pretty much a lot of things a good grade. I don't know. The first movie I ever watched that I was like, God, this movie sucks was Flubber. That movie's terrible. You like
I think,
Flubber, Kirk?
The Rookie with Dennis Quaid is a movie that some people like. I think it's just a terrible sports movie. It's terribly boring.
That was number 4 for me.
Oh, the pissing blood. I forgot about this.
Stop. Go there.
4th worst, Brandon.
Eddie, imagine a Air Bud boxing movie. I'd pay to watch that.
That'd be kind of interesting.
Well, isn't
right?
that Kangaroo Jack?
More or less. that would be it, I guess.
It's fucked up, KenJac. You want to watch dog fighting?
Well, no, the dog. It's not 2 dogs fighting. It's a dog fighting men
Oh, okay.
and beating the shit out of men.
Hey, Kirk, how's your house completely silent with no kids running around right now?
I pulled a Chris Benoit.
Jesus. Oh my God.
It's like a week. It was like a week ago. Is that bad? I felt like quarantine. Everything's in play. No,
Well, yeah, but you
Corona.
didn't complete it because you wouldn't be here either.
that's true. I'm gonna
True,
pop down to the weight room after the movie. Just felt like I had to wait for it.
It's fucked up. People don't see people anymore, so like, you never know. Kirk could be telling the truth.
Why the joke worked, Eddie?
You never
Why
know.
the joke worked?
That's up there with the Lampley Stephen Che story. You don't know.
Yeah, no. Well, how old's your oldest, Bryn?
11. I got 11, 9, 7, and 4.
All right, yeah. My daughter's 13. She's a teenager. She's she's on.
She's on her own, man. She does her own shit.
Yeah. Harry could pop in here at any time and go crazy, so it's possible. Here we go. More whining.
Oh, I say I watch the Cosby Show. Chat goes nuts. Fucking Kirk says he killed his kids, and everybody's laughing out loud.
That's right.
I mean, shit.
Well, I watched that Benoit thing. I got on my brain because I watched that thing, the Vice documentary.
Oh yeah.
How was that?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Those weird reenactments, though, I don't know. It doesn't work for me.
I was reading.
Oh, like true crime type reenactment
Kind
shit.
of, yeah. And it's just not necessary. I don't know why they do that.
Terrible wall in that baby's room.
That is horrendous. Jesus.
That's a nice LA apartment too. They did that on
Baby.
purpose. It's like a panic room.
The kind of I think one of the bigger shames about Benoit is the Crippler crossface, all-time finisher.
Yeah, that's the big shame of it. Yep.
The number one
Kinda
shame.
Yeah. It's like name your kid Adolf. It's just you just can't do it.
Can't do that anymore. Yeah.
Nah, he ruined it. Yeah, so technically Creed's still the champion, right?
Yeah, he's still the champ.
Yeah, we missed. Someone in the chat mentioned it. We didn't mention the cheap shot. The cheap shot was pretty fucking brutal.
Brutal. How long would he be suspended for if he had done that? I mean, that'd be the biggest
I don't know.
controversy freaking of all time.
Because it was near murder.
Right. I mean, it's attempted murder, really. Here we go. Good fan service coming up here.
Oh, right.
This scene right
Yeah,
here.
Bridget.
Yeah. I think this took my breath away when she walked in.
Legit cheers in the audience when I saw it. Yeah.
Want to watch Red Sony after this?
All right, I love this.
Oh, we got a serious answer on the suspension. Someone said, depending on the state of the fight, probably about 2 years.
Jeez.
I believe that sounds believable.
I love that we have people actually seriously answering this shit.
Those are real questions.
Yeah.
What I like about the scene is how older Drago really wants to get back in, and younger Drago's like, "Fuck these guys."
No one's
Yes.
part of this bullshit.
Oh, here she comes. Oh. I mean, this woman.
It's rough.
The filming of this entrance is pretty fucking great, too, because it does make you go like, wait a second.
Yeah.
No.
Can you see her in the reflection?
Yeah.
Look at her. This woman's pussy probably looks like a raw steak right now. She's been around like 40 years.
She was like in the chair next to Flavor Flav in the fucking roast of Flavor Flav.
That's right.
And she got it worse than he did. She got destroyed more than anyone.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I felt bad that night.
Someone said, Greg Giraldo, I think, said like Brigitte Nielsen's pussy's so big Sylvester Stallone left his career in there.
I mean, they had a fucking show together, her and Flavor Flav.
Yeah, Flavor of Love, right? That's
Flavor of Love. Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go again. WTF, Brandon. Kirk's killing kids. I can't talk about Brigitte Nelson's pussy.
Yeah, I mean, I would leave the women alone, Brandon. It's not right. I mean, it's trying to age dignity. I don't know why you're making it into, really.
Yeah, this and you're fucking caping for a Cosby revival.
I mean, what's next? Jesus.
The younger Drago probably makes more sense than anybody in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think his childhood was a happy one. I'm just going to guess. By the way, Lundgren is also great in The Expendables, just as a parenthetical.
Even the most recent Universal Soldier, like he's good in all these schlocky action movies.
I like to think that Stallone and Lundgren just hang out on the weekends.
Oh, no, yeah.
Shooting things.
It's ants.
Same with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I just assume they all hang out.
I forget where he.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Brandon.
I was going to say this role is kind of a waste of Wood Harris. He's such a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
Is he Avon Barksdale or is he Julius?
I see him as Avon Barksdale now. I used to see him as Julius, but he was also in one of my favorite underrated basketball movies called Above the Rim. And
That's right, he's in that. That's right.
He was like the heavy in that, and that was like 5 years before. Above the Rim, very underrated, and that's what I remember him the most from.
Eddie got the chat going on aunts and ants.
Yeah, it's ants. What's the? I don't get it.
If I may, Eddie, for a moment, if I may interrupt, this goes back to Stephen Earl Robinson, the producer of the Kirk Minihane show.
What do you do?
This is a 20-minute segment one day where Steve said there are people, aunts that he calls aunts, and there's others in his family he calls ants, and there's no rhyme or reason for it. We tried to break it down for 20 minutes, and we never got an answer.
What do you mean?
I can send you the link if you want on our It's angry as I've ever been in my life.
I think by the end of this, Steve's going to be a producer of Dog Walk too.
we share them. Ants,
Yeah, sure.
It's like the mom's side's the aunts and the dad's is the aunts.
Nope, not that easy. That would make sense. It's deeper than that.
How do you get all this shit out of these guys, Kirk?
You know, there's a talent to it.
I know.
We got to get White Sox Dave over there, Kirk.
No,
Sure.
we don't.
That would be
That'd be a great collaboration. What does Steve think about ISIS? Just curious.
Remember, Steve's not that you know, but Steve's a hardcore Republican. I mean, he's all in.
So anti, I would assume.
Yeah.
Could you ask him about Bill Cosby for me? I need a teammate.
I don't think he's down with the cause. I don't think.
Yeah, Brandon, you're on an island here.
I'm not by myself, huh?
I mean, look at that place. Jesus.
Yeah.
Apollo, he knew how to eat in open fucking restaurants.
Look, died in 85.
Rocky lives in a 2-bedroom flat.
It was like fucking Forrest Gump. His mom, Apollo's like, I'm investing everything in this Apple company. Something about fruits.
You know, Rocky's like talking to his friggin' manager. Like, maybe we should do buffets. You think that'll get people in?
We're investing in a payphone company.
These breadsticks are killing us.
Made a bad investment in payphones.
Free refills don't work.
This is good.
Tell you, it's never going out of style. It's beepers.
Have you listened to the Cosby podcast? I had no idea there was one.
Jason Cosby's an excellent. You don't want to listen to it, Brandon. You're not going to. Bill Cosby was not a good guy. You don't want to find.
Well, I know that. I know that. That's why it's tough. It's tough to have the position I have.
Yeah.
Brandon calls Kirk up in a week. He's like, Kirk, I can't fucking believe it. I didn't know any of this shit.
Why didn't you tell me?
Kirk, so what happened was he would bring him to the hotels. He'd offer him a drink, but it wasn't just a drink. There was more there.
I always thought they just meant ice or something. What are you doing, boy?
Start with the movie. Brandon's like, I hope this is a Weinstein joint. That guy makes the best movies.
Brandon, would you lie about coming in second in a red snapper eating contest and brag about it? I don't know what that means.
What do you think?
It's a very specific question.
What do you think it means, Eddie?
A red snapper?
Yep.
It's a delicious fish.
It's a brand of hot dog in Maine.
Oh.
Steve claimed he finished second in the hot dog eating contest there one summer, but he gave it a 7-year difference. He wasn't sure if it was when he was 13 or 20.
This fucking Steve.
So
That's incredible.
So we spent. So the Minute fans, of course, dig everything up. They found the guy who won it, Harlan Ackerson, who says he knows Steve. Steve participated in the contest, but could not confirm Steve finished second. Steve's history of lying is endless.
Wait, what was the range here? 23 and what?
It was a 7-year range. It started. We were playing in a charity golf tournament the summer before at Foxwoods, and Steve was in my cart, and there's a teenage girl working behind the thing, and she has hot dogs. And Steve's like, "You have red snappers?" And she's like, "I don't know. I'm like 15. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." So and Steve's like, "It's too bad. I really thought they had a red snapper." We get in the cart, and I'm like, "Okay, well, this conversation's done. We're moving on to something else." And we start pulling away, and Steve's like, "The thing about red snappers," and he talks about it for like 20 minutes. I mean, he's just fucking.
I don't listen to enough Minihane shows.
You're all right. Don't worry about it.
I got to get back in.
7 years.
Hey, just a fucking bullshit artist.
I can almost name every hot dog I've ever eaten down to the day.
Well, I just had a couple the other night for the first time, I think, in a while. They were good. They were good.
So Kirk, does he like run the show? Like, does he pick out what you're talking about? What's
Kirk kind of runs the show.
Yeah, Eddie, it's kind of my show. I don't know.
Well, I know you run everything, but like he like, what is he? What's his responsibility?
He is the producer of the show, and he's like an on-air. It's me, Steve, and Mike. Gotcha. So he's an on-air guy, and he handles all the business stuff. Like he's an excellent producer. Brandon, you've worked.
Yeah, he's the one that reaches out to you and says, "Hey, come on, Kirk show."
But he's also like, I've been lucky to find out. I hired him because I thought he was a good producer. I luckily stumbled across the fact that he's completely insane, like a psychopath.
No, I've talked to him 5 or 6 times, and he's always been fantastic to me.
Yeah, he's a good producer, but he's a maniac.
Does he have a girlfriend in Canada by chance?
Steve?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Why? Am I missing something?
That's another go-to excuse.
Oh,
Is,
no,
I have
yeah.
a girlfriend, but she lives in Canada.
Yeah, she lives in another town. You don't know her.
Yeah, you don't know her, I swear.
My girlfriend's in Arlington. Yeah, she's a couple of towns over.
Boy, come on. Please. 30 minutes.
What do you think that guy used to tell people on Monday after a weekend, like when he was a kid?
Who's Steve?
I was just hanging out with Mario and Luigi. It was awesome. After I hung cousin at Nintendo that got me games early.
I've completely forgotten about the movie Creed 2. I'm all up in the Minihane world right now.
Yeah, it can happen.
It's way more fascinating, to be honest.
She's about. Well, I mean, this fucking baby. We don't care about.
But she's giving birth. Yeah, we don't care about the baby.
Baby kind of like the saves the day here too. Kind of brings them together.
That's true.
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but like without the baby, now they're fucking best buds again.
Well, we are getting close to this incredible training scene. Eddie, this is where I'm going to switch you back to the good side.
I hope so, Brandon Walker. We're a fucking hour and a half into this thing.
This training scene is phenomenal. The fucking desert, and you got a bunch of people out there, a bunch of ex-cons, and they're just killing each other. It's great.
But here's the thing, though, Eddie. So, I mean, you guys have done this. I haven't done many of these, but like, if you're watching a really good movie and you're bullshitting and not listening to it, I mean, you're gonna like it. I mean, if we're watching like Rocky 3 right now, or we think I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm not mad about it.
You're gonna tie us into. I will say, after that, like that first 40, I don't even think I think we might have oversold how bad the rest of like the girlfriend. I think it's been fine.
Yeah,
I think it works. Yeah.
If you're watching it, it's fine.
More than good. Yeah.
If you're watching it, something like this,
and Eddie got me fucking nervous. I'm like, well, shit. What if I don't like it again? Watching it, like I'm gonna be embarrassed here. Yeah.
If my memory serves correctly, we got one more pretty bad girlfriend scene or fiance, whatever.
Well, no, we got a couple more. He's got to face some demons. We got about 15 minutes before we get to the training.
I just remember the end scene in this movie. Fuck.
Oh, we might not even make it to the end
Oh
scene.
yeah.
We might have to end the movie at the fight.
You guys don't like the end scene?
No, you know what? I
like
the
It's great. It's awesome.
The end scene I could do with or without. The Rocky end scene is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I cry in the theaters. I cried for the Rocky. I'll admit, I cried for the Rocky.
Yeah,
I teared up. That
Rocky
was, and it was kind of unexpected too. I thought they might pay it off at another movie.
So I'm not really. I'm still not really sure why they aren't talking. They didn't really, but
So, Kirk, I know you're a big Rocky guy.
Mm-hmm.
I contend that when he stands up off the chair in the last round of Creed 1,
right.
and Rocky tells him, because you're a Creed and you're going to, he does all that. I think that's the greatest moment in the entire series. That is the moment that got me more fired up than any moment in the entire series. When the Rocky music finally hits for the first time, standing up off that chair.
Yeah, my favorite shot in any Rocky movie is when he gets up first in Rocky 2. I'm hearing echo here. Is that me?
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's good.
He gets up first in Rocky 2. He wins, and they say in a stunning upset, scoring victory by knockout. And they show him crying. He's hugging Mickey. That always gets me. That fucking I can watch that. I watch that 15th round all the time, like once a week.
I think that's why Rocky 2 is superior to Rocky.
Oh, I agree.
I agree on that as well. I think I'm 2-4-1. Creed.
I know you hate.
I think I go 2-4-3-1 is what I got.
Eddie, it was least favorite sports movies, and you had Rocky 5 number 3. You dislike Rocky 5 even more than this.
Yeah, and I don't think that's everyone knows that.
That's not a wild take at all.
Rocky 5 is horrendous. Rocky 3 is not the best one, but it's probably the one I watch the most. Is my favorite one. It's also like 95 minutes.
What else was on this list? Eddie, you had The Sandlot 2. Eddie was your number 1. Fair.
It's like almost everybody's.
What else is on here? I had Leatherheads on there. Fuck that movie.
That was terrible.
What a fucking stupid movie. Oh, our audience had Fever Pitch number 1.
You know what's a bad one? Nobody sneaky bad. I didn't like it. Was the Banderas Woody Harrelson boxing movie.
I saw that.
You ever see a Play It to the Bone? It's actually Ron Shelton. It's just not good.
Speaking of boxing, did you like Southpaw? With Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, it was okay. They go on Rachel McAdams or no?
Yeah, where they in the trailer they show that she died.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
Yeah.
Always show the big twist in motivation in the fucking trailer.
Brandon is struggling right now.
Shut up, KenJac.
That's the movie that made me really like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Southpaw?
Yeah, because he did Nightcrawler before that. Did you see Nightcrawler?
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking
You like that?
It was incredible. So from him to go from like a creep Nightcrawler guy to like kind of like I don't know, like a
Dope,
ghetto
massive dude.
white rapper, like boxing guy, like that was quite the turnaround.
Did you ever see what is it, Two Brothers? Or no, it's just Brothers. Brothers, I think he was really good in. Movie itself was meh, but
Nightcrawler was so disgustingly slept on. Like for a guy to put in a performance that awesome, that creepy and weird, and it just kind of like came and went. Unfortunately,
It was so good.
Yeah, I mean, he's takes his career seriously, which I like. I mean, even going back to like obviously Brokeback and Zodiac, which I love. Like he takes his career real seriously.
yeah, we just recently rewatched Zodiac.
It's great. It's one of my favorite movies.
End of Watch, someone just mentioned in the chat. End of Watch is awesome. People don't give that enough credit.
Awesome. He's in my top 5, I think. I really like him.
No.
Who fucking sends this? Is the promoter?
Buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah. How fucking mean is that? Congrats on your new baby. You're still not actually the champ, bitch. That's implied. It wasn't written, but SVP.
I mean, guys, he almost died. Like, give him a second here.
Saturday Night Live's doing a new show this weekend.
Yeah, remote.
That's gonna stink.
I mean, it stinks when they're not remote. So.
Yes.
That's true. That's gonna really stink.
I wonder what wacky celebrity they're going to get to play a fucking political person in the cold open this
Yeah.
week.
Hey, we still got Nero doing Robert Mueller, except he's not in makeup and at home.
I'm sure there's a camera crew headed to Alec Baldwin's house right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I never noticed
That's
this.
terrible. Sorry, that's a terrible TV for the heavyweight champion of the world, though. Jesus Christ.
but You're right. You're absolutely right.
Rivals Michael Jordan has a fucking TV this big in Space Jam. It's
Michael
fantastic.
Scott TV. Jesus.
Bianca really never smiles in this movie.
No.
She's like a stick in the mud the entire movie. I never noticed it.
And she's a good actress, too. I mean, Jesus.
Oh, she's a very good actress.
Yeah, Tess Thompson's fantastic.
This baby stuff is good. How he gets it. How the baby stop crying.
Oh, he brings him to the gym, right? Is that what it is?
Yes, goes and knocks the shit out of the bag for a while.
I better hear Eddie say he likes us after this.
All right.
There we go. Let's get back in the gym, learn what we're fighting for.
Daddy, you should fight Drago.
Yes, come on, man. Quit being a pussy, Daddy.
He's like one of those people that lies on Twitter about shit. My
One
2-day-old baby told me to fight Drago.
One thing I forgot, I thought Lundgren was in this more. I don't know why I thought that.
He definitely has a lot of FaceTime in the final fight, right?
Yeah. But boy, he drops out for forever.
Yeah, I think it's just you were right earlier. When he's in, that's one of the movies at its best.
Or Stallone, I don't know. I mean, this is not bad though. You're right.
Yeah, because and this is what I was saying, I think, in the beginning, is I like how the baby plays into getting him, like, back. Just a lot of time to get there. Brandon, might need you to go hit that heavy bag at the end here.
Yeah, I'm ready. That's why I bought it. All right, it got delivered today.
And this gym just has to be like a petri dish of sweat and germs and nastiness, and bringing a newborn sick baby to it just doesn't seem.
Well, it's not sick. It's just death.
It's different time.
Is it? True, different time. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, don't think like that.
Yeah, you think they're going to use the deaf baby boxer in 30 years? They reboot the franchise.
Yeah, I couldn't think of any other actors who've played characters that far apart. I guess, I mean, obviously, if Ford, when he's playing Indiana Jones again, that'll blow everything else away. Well, maybe not.
No, it won't blow Rocky away.
No,
Will it?
that's true.
Ford Blade Runner.
Blade Runner too. I was going to say, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's still not.
Well, they pushed that Indiana Jones back again.
It's gonna be 81, I think. Did I see 80 or 81? I mean, that's
that thing. Look, like it'd be cool if they did it right. Don't get me wrong.
Did they pushed it back to 22 already?
21. Yeah,
21 maybe. You might be right though, Brandon. And it's not Spielberg. It's Mangold.
Yeah, and Mangold is such a great director, though. Like if there's anyone to pick up the brains of that franchise, it's him.
That's
well,
true.
we watched the Aliens one a couple weeks ago. Temple, what is it? Fucking Crystal Skull.
Oh, that was brutal.
That was
Oh my
fucking
God.
brutal.
Brutal. It's incredible. Steven Spielberg directed that movie. I mean, it's incredible.
It's almost like when the aliens pop out, it's almost offensive. It's just like, how stupid do you think we are?
That had to be a yes man movie. Where he just had people telling him, "Yeah, that's awesome, Steve. Really cool idea having the aliens. Really cool idea having them survive a nuclear explosion."
What is he doing? Oh, West Side Story, right?
Yeah,
That which got delayed as well. Yeah,
Right.
that was supposed to be in the fall.
Eddie, you hanging with us over there, Eddie?
Yeah, we're good. We're meditating with fucking Michael B. Jordan and the wife right now.
Well, they're talking, Eddie. It's a big decision. He had his kidney busted the last time they fought. He's got to go out and he's the heavyweight champion of the world. Might die.
Do you still watch SNL every weekend, Brandon?
What's that? Say it again.
Do you watch every SNL?
No, I don't watch SNL at all. I was just I saw Kate blog that SNL was going live this weekend. I haven't watched SNL since probably Farrell left on a regular basis.
Are we gonna allow Kirk back? We'd love to have Kirk back. We'll have to do this again. We'll pick I think when we do this again, we'll pick a really shitty movie.
Can we do the Ghostbusters movie?
Well, let Steve choose.
Oh, sounds good. Whatever you guys want. I'm having a good time. I'm not too worried.
No, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's able to do this.
You guys record at 8 every day?
Yeah, just about.
8 until, like, you go 8 until noon, 8 until 11?
Nah, I mean, like, right now we're doing, like, 2:15, 2:30.
Are y'all getting together?
Yeah.
That's cool. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no one else there.
It's just so hard. I got to show a mush, and we're doing it, like remotely, and it's just not the same. It's just impossible.
Right. What's that, Eddie?
How many people are in your office?
3. Me, Steve, and Mike. And Steve's in another room. Mike and I are far apart. So I come in. I don't talk to him anyway. I just come in, do the thing, and leave.
We're still going in too.
Yeah.
You guys got what, 5 in the room?
6.
Damn.
How many of you do you think have coronavirus?
I mean, we've been going in. We haven't not gone in, but we got the distance or whatever, and I don't know.
Somebody says, when is the 80s podcast going? All right, I'm gonna hit that hard tomorrow and Saturday, and me and Kirk will get together. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Brandon's taking charge. It's his baby. He's taking complete control of this. Fucking total power move.
Can I put you on the spot and ask
That's not true. That might be.
He's learned from his man. He's learned from his hero, Dr. Cliff Huxtable. He knows how to do it.
No, I didn't want you to. I didn't want you to feel burdened by it. Here we go. Yeah, go ahead and say what you gotta say, but we're getting.
Can I ask a question? How does Rocky Balboa know about this place? This does not seem like something.
I think all boxers know about these places.
Okay, it was just this underground place in the desert.
Here you go. If he knows this underground place in the desert, why the fuck did they know about Drago's son?
That's what I'm saying.
Look, see, that's in the same circle.
I mean, he found a place in Siberia to train. He can find this place.
This fucking training.
Meanwhile, Drago
music is awesome too. It's great.
Oh, I just love this fucking. How does a place like this come to be established?
How do they like pay their bills? They have any bills? Like, what do they? Is there rent?
Why is there a dog there?
To fend off the government, I guess.
Yep.
So actually, now that you asked that, Kirk, I do think this was written with the intention that Clubber was the guy that ran this.
Oh, that was
maybe that is what it was like.
That'd be awesome.
If he just stumbled out right now and just said, welcome to hell.
I think it was money. It came down to he asked for a lot of money, and they were like,
I could definitely see Mr. T to this day just asking for exorbitant sums of money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! Right when the sledgehammer hits the sand, the rap music starts up. I gotta turn this shit up.
Get fucking fired up, Eddie.
Fucking look at it, Eddie.
All right, give it another shot.
100 degrees, and he's out there in a sweatshirt pounding sand with a sledgehammer. You know
Hey,
why?
you ripped the scene, right? You didn't like this.
Oh, this is great.
Gonna be eating some crow in a minute, Eddie.
Who takes over the restaurant during this whole process?
Shut down.
It's still open. Nobody still shows up. It's just
Yep.
Okay, I don't know.
Door's unlocked. There's no money in the drawer.
come in and cook something if you want. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, this drill right here.
Yeah.
And I always thought this fighter, like, why isn't he like a heavyweight champion?
Oh shit! I mean, this guy's a monster.
This guy's a fucking monster.
Does he just live there and like beats the shit out of people?
Yeah, it's his job. They feed him just to beat the shit out of random heavyweight fighters.
Nothing.
Who signs up to be a sparring partner of Drago at this point?
It's like Drago in Rocky IV. Those poor sparring partners just get the shit beat out of them.
Right?
There's good Rocky III parallels here. This is like Rocky going back to get the eye of the tiger. It's the same thing.
Got to break him down before you build him back up.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, is this the best workout for a guy who had his ribs broken in the last fight?
Right?
What is the chat saying? We're being pissed about that we don't tell Kirk. The chat's blowing up about something.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. If it's not true, then I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't know what this is about.
It seems.
Oh, I can explain that. That's Mike's grandmother, who is in recovery. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, but Mike cried on the air about it. So every once in a while, somebody tweets out that she died, and everyone tweets it to Mike. It's a tradition that we do on our show.
Okay.
Jesus.
I was getting worried. I'm like, all right, this
Are you
is starting
guys
to blow up
okay
now.
at your show?
What'd you say?
Are you guys okay at the Kirk Minihane show?
No, I don't think so. I never said that. What?
Meanwhile, my kids are back here.
I was gonna say, yeah, Brandon, maybe.
What the fuck?
We're watching Creed, man.
Eddie can't believe it.
Now it gets good.
Oh, fuck yeah.
One more. Got it. You got it. Heavyweight champion of the world. Meanwhile, Harry Minihane somewhere just being a saint. My kid's over here on my couch.
Finishing his book. He's quiet. Now he's
writing a book?
No, he goes. He reads for a while at night, then goes to sleep. He's good. He's crazy all day, but at night he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's putting the finishing touches on the final chapter of his book.
His novel, novella.
My Dad and Steve.
Great score. Ludwig Göransson, same guy who did Mandalorian, Black Panther, and many other movies.
Now he's just beating the shit out of this guy.
Did you guys see Just Mercy? Anybody see that? You boys watched
Yes.
it? Didn't really work.
We interviewed what's-it-called from it, Tim Blake Nelson.
Oh, he's great.
Oh, I love Tim Blake.
Great career.
You'll like this then. He fucking walked into the interview and he pulled out this like old, like, he's probably had this like 30 years leather journal that's in his back pocket. And he just has like these old special notes with like a tie wrapped around it.
Yeah.
It was perfect for Tim Blake Nelson.
I think in John Nebraska, the two FBI agents who were working with him are the one scene are Giamatti and Tim Blake Nelson, I think.
Wasn't Tim Blake Nelson the little guy in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
He directed that movie O that got pushed back like 2 years after one of those shoots. He's had an interesting career.
He was also in The Watchmen recently.
Oh, right.
He talked to Jeff about Oklahoma for like a while. He's a big Oklahoma guy.
Yeah.
All right, so honestly, you thought that was that good as before or no?
I thought
That's a great training scene.
I thought it was a
That's
really
fucking
good training
awesome.
scene.
Hey, don't be purposely contrarian.
Yeah,
I mean,
now
it was different. It was different. It was
you had the first 40 minutes. Now we're
How desperate are you if you're going out in the desert and getting the shit kicked out of you to win this fight?
All right, it was better than I remember. Okay, I'm not, but here's a big thing though: the Rockies training mute like in the burning heart, hearts on fire, like those are iconic. Like I don't see people bumping that shit.
I mean, Eddie, you got to think about it this way. There's been like what at this point 6 or 7 Rocky movies, and every one of them has had this like a training sequence, like and that's been like marquee or whatever. So imagine how hard it is to make it like different, right? Like Brandon was saying, and this was different. It was different and interesting.
Here's the one hole in this movie that I've never been able to figure out. So Drago loses the first fight, but then demands if they're going to have a rematch, it has to be in Moscow. He has no leverage whatsoever. Why is this fight in Russia?
He's a hero in his country, though.
But yeah, he is, but he has no leverage.
I think
Creed doesn't have to give him a rematch.
Creed is so desperate to fight him again, though, that he'll do it. I think is how they rationalize it.
Maybe.
This entrance fucking rules, even though you're rooting against him. He gets his moment.
Yeah.
It's a big arena.
The face turn at the end of this movie, to steal a wrestling term, is phenomenal.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd be able to make you have sympathy for Ivan Drago, but they do it.
3-dimensional character. Meanwhile, like the OG Ivan Drago is just like one-dimensional bad dude.
Machine, yeah.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, Brandon.
I think Steve's out there tweeting from the Kirk Minihane show. So if you have anything to say to Steve, if you want to build that relationship, go ahead right now.
What's he saying?
Well, he's just tweeting out some things that we're saying on the show. So he's paying attention, Eddie. If you want to go ahead and start building that best friend relationship, you can do it right now.
I have more questions. Just for the sake of the chat, I didn't know if we want to continue, but I got more questions.
I gotta say, Creed 3 makes me very nervous.
It does, Kirk. But Creed made me nervous.
It's true.
Creed 2 did not. But Creed, I just was nervous and skeptical.
I agree though, because you're pushing it now because like this one you had the obvious Drago. Like
quit while you're ahead, but I get it. I mean, they've done well, I guess.
All right, Kirk. What's the Red Robin burger bottomless brew?
So Steve, I forget what he was doing. He was doing something for the show, and he kept saying he went to this place called Burgers and Brews. He kept calling it that one. He didn't realize it was called. It's Red Robin. He claimed they only gave him 5 French fries.
How did you guys figure that out? Did he just describe the imagery and you put it together?
Yeah, I forget. And then he said he only got 5 French fries, which isn't true. It's a bottomless fries. So Mike actually he found the waitress who served him, and she was like, "No, we always do bottomless fries." He lied about that too. But it's so weird. He said he wanted to go to Chick-fil-A, But he said he went to the place across the street. Him and his friend met at this fancier place called Burgers and Brews. In his mind, it was like this upscale like bar that he went to. So fucking dumb, he didn't know it was a Red Robin. But Red Robin is great. I mean,
So was Five Fries a pro or a con?
He was knocking it. He said he didn't get enough fries, but the place literally, if you've ever been there, they bludgeon you with the bottomless fries off. It's their thing.
He came up with Burgers and Brews for the name of it.
Burgers and Brews, because
that's literally what they're known for, is the fries.
Right.
But I'm just imagining you guys in a conversation and like, why would he say I want to go to Chick-fil-A, but I went across the street for Burgers and Brews?
I forget he met a friend there. I have no memory. Like I could tell you everything about 1984, but I couldn't tell you 3 things about my show. I fucking forget everything.
Eddie, let me tell you something. Your natural curiosity is wonderful, and it makes you one of the most talented people we got. But your natural curiosity has met its match when it comes to Steve.
I'm fascinated.
He's going to keep getting questions and questions and questions.
No, that's okay. Michael fucking Buffer.
Mm-hmm.
We met him in Miami. He was really, really good interview. Really cool.
Oh, you saw him there? I didn't see him there.
He was on the yak for about 15 minutes.
Did he do a pizza review too?
Yeah.
He probably did.
Yeah, that's right. I saw him actually doing it. That's what it was.
He had Spider drop down the microphone.
That's right.
Oh, really? Big question by the texter. I was going to say the same thing. Who is watching the Creed Kid right now?
Maybe the grandma?
No, grandma's there.
If the grandma's there in the stands?
Yeah.
They left the kids in the restaurant. They know
the kids in the
restaurant.
He's running the kitchen right now.
No one's going to be there.
Yeah, true.
It's in the kitchen, yeah.
You can't beat Drago and Rocky staring each other down either. I mean, come on.
Please. Go.
Yeah, that is true. Chat's saying that they got to bring the fucking robot back. Happy birthday, Paulie.
Fucking stupid robot. I think when Rocky went broke, I think he had to sell it as part of his thing.
Yep.
That'd be a great mate.
The rest repossessed it.
Jeff, are you worried about AMC?
I'm actually I don't like I'm an idiot like outside of like random nonsense, as you know, Eddie. But from what I can tell, reading those, that seems like it's a problem that AMC may not open. That like that's a bummer. Like I love sports, like I miss sports. If fucking movie theaters close, I will. That
sucks. I'm with you. That's gonna suck.
That was the first one during this whole quarantine where I read something or like there was a cancellation. I was like, fuck. Like I was pretty bummed.
Mm-hmm.
No shit. I'll be right back. Ugh.
The sports, like the boxing, just filmed well too with these, and that's the thing is nothing worse than a fucking sports movie that just doesn't know how to film the actual sport being played.
Well, I like the story they tell in this fight because usually the story in a Rocky fight, you just get the shit kicked out of you and you somehow hang on and win at the end. But in this fight, Creed comes out in the first round and stands toe-to-toe with him. He falls behind, but he eventually just beats him down, just beats the shit out of him.
I like they switched to POV in this fight. It's awesome.
This is good boxing.
You a big POV guy?
Oh, in every aspect, my friend.
We had Glennie Balls on our show today, and he talked about how he got that POV thing from Lisa Ann.
Oh, dude,
he opened it up with his mom, right?
Yeah. But apparently there's like a feature where someone's sitting courtside at all NBA games, and you can watch the game. Like that's pretty awesome.
Dude, there's ones where you can do shark diving and stuff. Like, there's so many other aspects outside of porn, but obviously the first thing you think of when you think of VR is, oh yeah, the porno machine.
Fuck, did I just miss in the last 90 seconds? I just walked into a POV.
He was like, they had Glennie Balls on today because he got Lisa Ann. Yeah, sent him the fucking VR thing.
I saw that.
And he said he could like ride roller coasters and shit.
Yeah, it's awesome. If you have like noise canceling headphones, especially, it works really well.
Really? Do you have one?
I have one. It's not here. It's in my apartment, but they were much cheaper than the one Glennie Balls got.
Really?
We're learning so much about each other tonight, guys. Just our products that we all have at the same company, right?
I wonder if he got a Lisa Ann pocket pussy. Is that weird because they're friends?
No, he said on the show today that he still watches Lisa Ann porn,
That's just
but he does not watch Asa Akira porn anymore.
It's
Okay.
tough for me. We have Brandy Love on every once in a while.
You still do it?
Her. She's in the business. I can't watch. I can't watch her scenes anymore. There's a disconnect now. That I sort of know her. I don't like because she's a major part of the rotation.
It's like shattering the glass.
Yeah, I don't need it.
How is she on the show?
She's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she dated Steve for a while, like 10 years ago. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that could be real. Like at this
I was
point,
prepared to believe it.
She did not.
so Steve jerks off the stills, not video.
Correct. Yeah, he thinks it's
Okay.
immoral pornography. Yeah.
I mean, I'll believe anything at this point. Kurt.
That is true. That one he claims is true anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which I admire. That's sort of old school.
Yeah, Steve. I know Steve's listening right now. Like the dog walk with Eddie. Like it needs to happen.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I will definitely have one. But like, I hate doing. I mean, everyone's in the same situation, but they're just so much better in person.
Mm.
It is tough because like talking over it sucks. These are cool. Like the fact that we can do this, like this is an added bonus.
Mhm.
But this is one of the few ones where there's a benefit.
The slow-mo.
This is where he kind of turns the tide.
That's fucking great.
Brigitte Nielsen right here, just an all-time bitch move.
Yeah, this is rough.
So, in canon here, so Brigitte Nielsen had to be pregnant before he lost, and then just spit out the baby and walked away from both of them.
I wondered that too. Like, did they try and patch things together? Like, was there rematch talk for a year, or like I don't know?
Because it seemed like she gave up on him because he was a loser. But when would she have had time to get pregnant?
Right. In my mind, I always figured Drago would have fought Clubber Lang, kind of like the two guys who lost to Rocky. To kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. So
Again, these are things I've spent years of my life thinking about. So.
No, I agree. Like, where does he fall in the order? Does he keep trying to climb the ladder again? You got to think killing Apollo Creed is a good thing to have on your resume.
I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Creed just beats the shit out of him from here on out. Did Rocky ever just beat somebody into submission like this? He pretty much won all his fights as Hail Marys, right?
I mean, we beat Clubber in the second fight. It was a pretty good. That third round was a pretty good ass kicking. But yeah, he was getting destroyed in that fight too.
Still don't know how you fight with broken ribs.
Like a ruptured kidney still healing.
I think the Creeds as a family have remarkably brittle ribs.
It's true.
Tell you what, we talk about fucking Linda Cohn. What did Max Kellerman get paid for this movie?
Man, no shit.
Yeah.
That's like almost it's like a big supporting role.
Wasn't the first movie Lampley and Kellerman, and Lampley's not in this one?
Oh, Lampley's here.
He's sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? My bad. I'm my mistake.
Well, you know what else too? What I just realized we have not had the big fight with Creed in the United States yet either. Like that'll definitely be in the third Creed.
Well, that's why I thought they really downplayed the first heavyweight. I mean, he won the heavyweight title for the first time
movie,
at the beginning of this movie. I almost feel like they could have done Creed 2 as him building up to become the champion, and this could have been Creed 3. And you could have ended it.
That's true. It's almost like they packed. It is true.
KenJac. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Kirk,
Oh,
are
here
you
we
going
go.
back to that city in Maine anytime soon?
We're going back next February, second annual. Yeah, we'll be there.
Oh, you have to wait till it's as cold and as snowy as possible?
Correct. Yeah. I don't think they know about coronavirus up there yet. There's no freaking connection.
No, I don't think it's legal there.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I was thinking about that in my hometown of Mississippi. I just don't think anybody down there has got the sense to even get themselves tested. They'll just be fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
here
are
we
the
go.
totals down there?
They're doing all right so far. The state's not even social distancing very much.
You went back at someone, Brandon, when you tweeted the picture of your house, your like that driveway, and they were like, "Oh wow, looks like you've improved." Or I was like, and you were like, "I don't know, I kind of miss it." You had all that big yard, that big area.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's 200 acres, and you can pee outside. Neighbors can't see you. I miss the fuck out of it.
this fucking rules.
Oh yeah.
It's a great scene.
That makes up for the whole first 40 minutes.
Right, Eddie? Oh, Eddie left.
Bailed.
Oh, whoa.
The movie's gone.
He saw the tide turning. He's like, "Nah, I can't."
Eddie did not want to be convinced by this movie.
Oh,
And the Rocky theme. Let's go.
If there's no Michael B. Jordan, who plays this role now?
Man.
ugh.
Winston Duke. I don't know.
Boseman?
Chadwick Boseman.
I mean,
People forget Chadwick Boseman's like 42.
Yeah, he's.
Oh,
I think
all
people
right.
that
I don't know.
maybe Winston Duke.
Yeah, but they did the first one of these in what? Well, I guess they did in 15.
Well, they had done
Sure.
Fruitvale Station together, those guys, and
He's He's significantly younger than than Boseman, though. I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know.
because I mean, he's so fucking perfect for this role. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's a miracle, really.
Oh, he's a lot like not as much, but he's a lot like Stallone with Rocky. I mean, Stallone was born to play Rocky.
Right. And he looks just enough like Carl Weathers. There's kind of that.
Yeah.
How big Drago is really takes away from the fact that how fucking big Michael B. Jordan is in this movie
Jack.
too.
Look at this bitch. You fucking bitch.
Cruella de Villas.
I would. Somebody needs to punch her. That's ridiculous. Walking out on your son.
It's funny the way she does though. She's like, "Yep, just get out of here." You fucking loser.
Sorry,
Just like his
they had
dad.
the reservations at the Rockies.
She's being in traffic.
She's okay for herself. It looks like though.
Just empty seats. And now the face turn commences. The pained expressions on Lundgren's face here is phenomenal. He really looks like he's going through some things.
Mm-hmm.
It's awfully quiet in there all of a sudden.
In here or in there?
Both, but there I meant. I like it though. He shows some heart. He gets up. I like it.
I think Eddie forgot how to talk.
I'm just watching. This is where you guys said it gets good, so I'm strapped in here.
The last
If it hadn't got good to you by now.
I mean, come on.
Eddie.
That's why we're fucking captivated.
Just beating the shit out of him. Oh, here we go.
Okay, so here we go. Do you think this is too on the nose? The end here.
Nah, you got to do it this way.
I like it. I know some people said it might have been.
I think it's perfect.
It's a Rocky movie, We're not looking for nuance here.
Maybe the slow walk onto the apron when he could have just thrown it from where he was. It's a little too dramatic. So how many times did this kid get hit while he was doing that?
That's your 2, 3.
Right. I'll be there in a minute, son. And I understand why I did it in Rocky 4. I don't think the Moscow crowd is chanting Creed here. I don't think they would fall in love with Creed here.
No, it's different. Is Tessa Thompson smiling, or are we happy or not? Finally,
She's thinking of something to come up with for the ride home.
she's pregnant again.
Where fuck's our daughter?
Right.
Oh shit!
Oh no, yeah, crying. So no smile. Yeah.
Yeah. She's at the restaurant, right? Yeah, she's at the restaurant. She's fine. Another odd thing here is Rocky not getting in the ring right here.
It's Creed's moment though.
I know the symbolism.
True.
I know that, but like trainers just get in the ring here 100% of the time.
The I'm telling you, Rocky's got a little bit of that, pay attention to me, feel bad for me thing going.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, you're right about like the sympathetic draw. I get a little chills when Drago says it's okay.
Fucking great performance.
Chills, Jeff.
It was
No, what?
Eddie.
Eddie.
Stop it.
Drago and his son
Chills?
are the best part of this movie.
I got a little chills there. It's a cool scene.
Man, you could tell the movie in a different world from Drago's kid's perspective and make it a friggin'. That's a great movie too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This kid is friggin' mom bails. His dad's this monster.
Only problem is it's in Russian and we won't understand it.
That's a good point. But we're not listening to it anyway.
It's true.
All that beginning stuff, like they use that shaky cam too. It's like very rough and rigid.
Are there any Russian boxing movies that might tell a good story that we don't have to listen to? LCB boys, find us some good Russian boxing movies.
Okay.
I watched the Russian version of like their version sort of Avengers, if that makes sense. It's like their most expensive movie they ever made in Russian cinema, and boy, is it bad. It is very bad.
Really?
Kirk, your Minifans are going at it again.
What are they doing?
I don't know. I just see "shut the fuck up, you fat blind fuck."
Well, that's a Dave Portnoy line to Mike.
No.
We play it all the time. Dave hates Mike. Fucking hates him.
I was hosting the one day you called in and he was going nuts. He was so fun. Yeah, there was it was in December, I think, and you called in. Forgot what he said. He said he would fight him in Rough and Rowdy. You remember that one?
Right.
That was wild.
So, is this the first time he's ever visited Apollo's grave?
It would make sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know who the mom is, right? We never found out.
No, she died. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
In the first movie, yeah.
That's right.
Now, the Rocky thing here at the end is just fucking.
This is
Fucking tremendous.
I can see Eddie's fighting back tears already.
So this is presumably where Rocky walks out of the Balboa universe forever, as far as the movies go.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the cue, right?
Yeah, it's hard to bring him back after this.
but I mean, you can't make a Creed. You can't.
Well, they're making it.
Well, I know, but without Stallone, how do you? I mean, I guess.
Hey, your guess is as good as mine.
What's he going to sit around and babysit this grandkid all day?
I'm sure they'll bring Rocky back in some form.
He's not supposed to be in it much?
Well, no, it's just that they wrap the character arc here, it seems like, definitively. Because he got him back, he beat Drago, and Rocky didn't even get in the ring to celebrate, and it was just implied that he was done.
Interesting.
I'm not sure the kid should be answering that door, but whatever.
I've always wanted that too.
Seems like a busy street, too. Nobody in the Balboa family really gets a lot out of their dollar. They just seem to live on busy streets.
Right?
That looks like a nice place, though.
Yeah, not bad.
Inside it does. Outside it looks like he's on the corner, like a Brooklyn corner. He's just like...
Do we know where that is? We don't know, right?
Is he in Philly?
I don't know, because I think he had to... Well, he might be.
He's in Philly.
Crazy if he's in Philly and they still never fucking... That's nuts.
He's 2 houses away. They just never... He's over.
He has a competing restaurant. He actually drove him out of business.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, maybe come by the restaurant. It's usually not crowded.
We need to know more about this. I don't know why. It's so interesting to me, just the fact that he owns this empty ass restaurant.
Like 15 years.
And he's got a name, like he's still famous in Philadelphia. And nobody goes there just to take pictures or something.
It'd be like the fucking cake boss, right? You'd be outside, it'd be a prop, you'd be taking pictures.
Or like, what was the movie Slammin' Salmon? Whereas Michael Clark Duncan is the prize fighter that opens up the restaurant.
Right.
Slammin' Salmon.
But he's got a bag with him, so he's got to be traveling, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He sold his house. He's moving in with him. He just hadn't told him yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of weird if they don't like you, if he's mad at him.
Well, I got my bag.
You come directly from Russia? Like what?
Yeah, he went right from the airport.
This is my kid, Pops. Don't say anything. She can't hear you. That's it.
Awesome.
Eddie, anything to say?
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. If you guys are down, this group should do a bad movie together again.
Anytime, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Kirk, thank you very much. I'm glad we could do it. You should definitely come on our pod at some point.
Wait, Kirk, can we get the thoughts after the second watch?
You have a standing invite as well, Brandon Walker. Don't even.
What's that, Eddie?
Kirk, can we get the thoughts after the second watch here?
Well, I mean, again, like I said, I didn't remember the first. I thought if you said to me, when does the first fight take place, I would have said like 22 minutes into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the last 30, 40 minutes are still great.
It's good.
You're fucking no selling it. That's okay.
Andre.
Yeah, it's fine. You know,
better than Flubber, yeah.
Better than Flubber. Flubber
okay.
fucking sucks.
I'll take it.
Don't get me started about Flubber.
All right, boys.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks to all Minute fans in the chat as well. I kept the chat alive. Brandon, Eddie, KenJac. We're back tomorrow night. We're watching Glorious Bastards with Marty and Casey and fights. It's going to be a fucking show. And I think Trill Bombs might be on. So good night.
See you guys later.
Good to see you, boys.